plaintiff, Caitlin Moss, started dating the defendant when she was 18, and the defendant was 34. But after 4 years, the relationship became toxic and they broke up. Caitlin claims the defendant became extremely jealous after she got a new girlfriend who was with Caitlin in court, and she's suing her ex for an electric bill and cable bill. Defendant Rhonda Harden says while dating Caitlin, she cheated on Rhonda with men and women, and she started dating someone else 2 weeks after they broke up. Rhonda claims a few months ago, Caitlin confessed that she was still in love with Rhonda, and Rhonda's countersuing for rent and utilities.
Start with you.
Hello, Your Honor. I met Rhonda when I was 18. She was 34 years old. We dated, this was in 2011, we dated for 4 years.
Robbing the cradle. Go ahead. Go ahead.
We dated for 4 years. We broke up December of 2015.
5 years.
What years were those?
That was 2011, 2012, 2013,
Okay.
2014.
11 to
She's
15.
correct. 2015.
Okay.
It was 5 years. I apologize.
Okay.
I'm so nervous to actually be in front of you right
Take your
now. I'm
time.
sorry. Okay, so we broke up December of 2015. I started seeing someone else.
2 weeks later.
She realized she.
2 weeks later.
Can I just speak
All right,
for a second?
ma'am, let her finish.
Thank you. I started seeing someone else. She found out about it. She got very upset. She actually figured out.
Was it 2 weeks later?
No, it was not 2 weeks later.
Oh,
How
come
late?
on.
Dating? No, we.
How
It
long?
was a month and a half. It was January. It was.
So you must not have been in too much love. You didn't,
I mean, if you
you
want
didn't
to.
give yourself a cooling off
She's
period.
actually. Can I just? She's actually
Jump
dating
right
someone.
into something.
She's actually dating someone that was 2 months after we broke up as well. She figured out who my partner's most recent ex was, and
true.
she started talking to her. I thought it was completely insane. And actually, she's here today. This is the ex. We broke up. I started seeing someone else.
2 weeks later.
She realized she
2 weeks later.
got very upset. She actually figured out.
Was it 2 weeks later?
No, it was not 2 weeks later.
Oh,
How
come
late?
on.
Dating? No, we.
How
It
long?
was a month and a half.
So you must not have been in too much love.
Defendant Rhonda Harden dated the plaintiff, and she claims the plaintiff started dating her new girlfriend just 2 weeks after they broke up.
Go ahead.
The first 2 years of our relationship, it was very good. We were perfect. We were so good that she adopted my nephew. After that, she just flipped a switch. Like, she just became very jealous, very controlling. I felt like I had a constant leash around my neck. And I'd be the first one to tell you I was not the perfect person for the last 2 years of our relationship. We just became very toxic, unhealthy. We discussed me moving out January of 2015, and I eventually moved out in July. We actually stayed together for another 6 months after I moved out, and that was
5
December of
months.
2015.
All right, let me get some background from her, ma'am.
6 months after we started dating, we moved in together with her, brought her mother and brother into it. Shortly after that, they had to move out. I did adopt her nephew.
Glad you all break up.
The excessive drinking, that is a lie. In the beginning, it was only here and there partying, and then it just got to the point to where it was like all the
That's a
time. And
lie.
that's why she really wanted to move out. Like, she needed that party life, which is fine, but I don't need that around my son. So she did move out 2 months before the lease was
What
up.
type of lifestyle, other than just what was she doing? Drinking every night, going out every night? What?
Hanging out with said dudes that you're sleeping with
Your
5 days
Honor,
later.
no.
5 days after we break up.
I maybe
sleeping
went
with
out
dudes,
once a month,
please.
not even. She was that controlling.
man.
I worked 2 full-time jobs. I'm full-time in school.
No.
No,
When
that
we
was
were
a
together,
lie.
that's not true. I gave you your job.
All right, go ahead, ma'am. Why are you suing her today? For an
I'm-
electric bill and a cable bill?
I am.
Because you used to love her, right?
Exactly. When
Okay.
we broke up, she was unable to get the services in her name.
You still in love with her.
There you go. And in April, came back and said it.
Ditto.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to marry her. You're the woman of my dreams. You're such a hypocrite. Anyways, I came to her about the services, and we agreed, especially with my
Want me to
nephew.
marry you right now?
Actually, can you marry me and her?
No,
Can you
I'm
marry
not
me and
marrying
her?
you and her. I'll marry you and her.
We'll have to go to divorce court right after.
Go ahead.
Beginning of this year, we made the agreement that she would get the bills in her name once she got her income taxes. And I, like an idiot, I believed her. And plus she had my nephew in the house, so I agreed to it. The last time she made a payment was March 29th. I did not know this at this time. I received a call May 18th from the electric company saying, and the cable company, saying I owed two bills, $600 and $400. I confronted her about it, and what she told me was, once my girlfriend pays her girlfriend, she'll match whatever my girlfriend pays, because they have history. They have history. And what?
Your girlfriend and her current girlfriend
Yes.
have a history of what? They
Legal
dated?
legal issues, like money owed, apparently.
Okay, got it.
So
And
what I
their-
pretty
and
much
their
told her,
exes.
what I pretty much told
That's
her.
what I was asking.
Yes,
The two of them dated?
They were together.
So the
when
two
we
of
were
them
together.
dated. Now you date one of them, and you date one of them.
Yeah. More like upgrade.
Isn't that crazy? Isn't that insane?
Well, you part of it. What are you talking about?
she literally.
Own it.
I started it though. I started it. Just
Part?
saying.
What'd you say?
I said I started. I mean, we started talking
Right,
first.
so if
She
it's insane, both
she
of
was-
you.
Well,
that-
we were still together.
We
Y'all
were
started
not
talking.
together.
All right, ladies,
You
that's
have proof of
enough.
that?
Tell
No,
me
you have
about the
proof of
bill,
that?
ma'am.
No, you
Tell
do
me
not have
about
proof.
the bill she's suing you for, $1,034. Go ahead.
She left a voicemail June 1st saying that she would take care of it. I have that as evidence.
June 12th, she made a payment. The last time I saw my nephew in person, this was not, I don't have any proof of it, but it was verbal. She told me that she would make payments. This was actually Detroit Pride, specifically June 12th. She told me that she would make payments
That's
on the
not true.
DL, as long as I don't tell her girlfriend, because she didn't want the drama. But by this time, I had already filed it was already in the process. I didn't trust her. She had already screwed me over once. And that's where this 2 months supposed rent that I owe.
And June
Let
and
me
June
see
20th.
what you wanted to show me, ma'am, regarding paying of
Thank
the
you.
bill.
And June 20th, you left the voice message for me saying that you would handle the bills.
I just don't want to fight anymore, so I'm going to be the bigger person and I'm going to be paying the bills. For you not telling me about the whole closing the account thing, that was shady. Look, dude, I deserve better than that. So I guess just bring me my stuff today and I'll never speak to you ever again.
So I guess we both agreed, apparently.
All right, but you agreed to pay the bill that you're now disputing.
That was literally 30 minutes after I found out about it. Yes, I did leave that voicemail.
And then you changed your mind?
Yes.
After I wouldn't take her back.
But
No,
you did?
no.
After
no.
April, all of a
Get your
sudden I'm
dates
getting
right. Get
sued.
your dates
After
right.
April, I'm getting sued.
Still in love with her.
There you go. And in April, came back and said it.
Ditto. Anyways, we agreed, especially with my
Want me to
nephew.
marry you right now?
Actually, can you marry me and her?
No,
Can you
I'm
marry
not
me and
marrying
her?
you and her. I'll marry you and her.
Defendant Rhonda Harden dated the plaintiff, and she claims the plaintiff started dating her new girlfriend just 2 weeks after they broke up.
Your counterclaim, ma'am, is for what? How does she owe you for rent and
She
utility?
bailed out 2 months early on the lease.
Okay,
you know?
describe it
And
to me.
She was paying $300 a month and $110 in bills
I was paying
a month.
$227
And
plus
One
utilities.
second.
so it's about $410 a month.
Mm-hmm.
You split that 2 months in a row, and she did move out. We weren't fighting then. We were still together then, so I just assumed she'd pay it.
How much
You know?
notice did she give you?
I don't even think there was, like 100% notice, like months in advance. Like, no, it just kind of, I'm going to do this now.
When did you move out?
I moved out July 4th,
When did you tell her you were going to move out?
January 18th.
You said you were moving out July?
July, that's correct.
Did she ever tell you that, ma'am?
She had changed her story so many times. She was
That's
supposed
not
to
true.
move to Boston with her best friend to go to school, and if that was the
Everything
case,
was
blah blah blah. Like it was never written in stone when she was going to move. So
You're not convincing, ma'am. She is regarding the moving out, and so I'm going to deny your claim for unpaid rent. And with regard to the bills, ma'am, you agree that you owed it. You said that she just came back and said she would pay it, and she hasn't paid it. And what she did when she came back and said, I would pay it, she promised a gift. And a gift is not complete until it is made. So she never completed the gift, so it's still a debt. Judgment for the plaintiff, $1,034 for the gift if you decided to retract, and you have that right until you give it. You can't take it back once you've given it, but if you decide to refuse to complete the gift, you have that right. Judgment for the plaintiff, your claim is dismissed, ma'am.
I have to put food on the table for my son. It doesn't matter how much. I work 6 days a week.
Your own mother. Your own mother. You guys sound
What do you
stupid.
provide for
your
this
own
kid?
mother.
If you cared about your nephew,
Just
you wouldn't have
saying.
been drinking.
Own mother. Just
And Kate,
saying.
what do you provide for this child?